Hi! Welcome to Far Cry 4. We're doing the mission Basic Chemistry, which is the third balance of power mission between Amita and Sabal, obviously. And it's to do with the opium processing plant.
Amita, are you okay?
Do you think this is easy? Being the first woman in the Golden Path. The one pushing for change while everybody else talks behind your back about how you're destroying their heritage.
So, yeah, there's Amita trying to put you on a guilt trip. It worked for me. Well, it didn't work for me the first time. The first time I'd already picked her based off the first mission and just carried on regardless. But Sabal knows her better than you do.
Sabal, Amita told me about the brick factory.
And I bet she cried on your shoulder. Did she give you that sub-story about being the first woman in the Golden Path?
Yes, Sabal, she did.
She's tried that with me.
Has she?
But she didn't fool you, did she, brother?
No. Anyway, the long and the short of it is he wants you to blow up the brick factory. The opium processing plant. There are some satchels of explosives to pick up over here, so grab those and the mission starts. I took a wingsuit last time and it didn't quite go far enough, so I figured I would take the hang glider this time. But I ended up jumping off early and having to run around like a fool anyway. There's a couple of things you need to do before you get to the brick factory. The first is to stop off at a house with a slightly awkward propaganda poster on it, which I used a Molotov on, which then scared the guy off. You'll see there, I took the wingsuit too early and fell short, so I had to run here. I used a Molotov up there. It freaked that guy out a little bit. But there are loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of supplies in there. Explosives, bullets, everything. Then head up and over here to meet
Are you the
Sergeant.
Havildar?
Cut the cable support and bring it down. Should create a nice hole to get you inside the facility.
So you got a couple of options here. One is to go big using elephants, which is what I did the first time. And that is ridiculous fun. Elephant plus shredder plus grenade launcher. You're just going to have a crazy good time. And if you'd like me to do that, I've still got the raw footage. I can upload it. But then I blew up the thing to finish and the game crashed, as you can see there. So I took another run at it, and I actually prefer this one. I went a little more stealth, took the alarms out. That's the first one, there are 3. Popped my head around the corner there and that guy saw me, then used a hunting syringe to, which I should have done actually way earlier. He's peeping around here. But it works out quite well because he comes all the way up here. Hi buddy. So I can take him down out of the bushes without being spotted and get into the bushes just as the truck comes past. So that was lucky. Then popping my head around the corner here to have a look for the alarm, but it's actually not there at all. It's a little further around. There's a guy coming around the corner here, so I use a rock to pull him over. And then rather than do the takedown, because it doesn't look like he's not going to turn around, if that makes any sense, I just shredded him in the back. Shredded him in the back. Then carried on around a bit. There's a note there about the elephants, we'll have a look at that at the end. I just wanted to make sure that there weren't any dudes in that car. There are not, there's just one car patrolling. There's the second alarm, took that down. And ran my way over to look for the third, which has just popped up on the minimap there. Used another hunting syringe just in case there were any nasty surprises guys hidden around here, but there weren't. This guy comes past on the truck, completely misses me again. I used mines on the truck the first time, and as soon as you do that, the alarm goes off. They go berserk. So I wanted to keep things quiet. There's the third alarm there, and that's all alarms disabled. So actually from here on in, it's going to be super easy. The truck is coming around here, and so I just, somewhat sloppily, if I'm honest, managed to keep out of line of sight of those guys. There's one guy left on top of the building, and one guy over here having a little sleep. Hey buddy, were you sleeping? Sleep forever. And these are the things you've got to blow up. You can charge them down with the elephant super easily, but I thought I'd use C4. The sergeant, or whatever his name is, says don't use C4, save the explosives, but I've got basically all the upgrades at this point. I could go and do Cardican. I think it's Cardican for the explosives bag, maybe it's thick skin. If it's thick skin I can't. But yeah, I just haven't bothered with any of the rare crafting missions. I've just kind of got everything I need for the level 3 items pretty early on, and that's more than enough. Anyway, I didn't realise you could only lay down 3 C4 charges at a time, so I'm coming over here thinking, oh, well, I'll just lay them all at once and then have a lot of fun doing them all together. Just snipe that guy, spoosh, headshot. And I wanted to put my 6th one down, my 6th C4, in the middle of the road, so that I could blow those guys up as well. Anyway, you can see you can only have 3 down at once, so I'm unable there to put that one down. 1, 2, 3, that's 3 cables gone. Put there's some more C4 there, and then I'm heading over this way, and I chuck another one in the middle of the road, hoping that the car, there's the 4th one down, I just blew that one up, hoping that the car will drive over this, and then put one on the 5th here. That note is just the elephant one. We'll have a look at that at the end, as I mentioned. And there are a few of that around, like a bunch of copies. But, I mean, understandably, I guess, blowing the C4 charges has alerted the dudes in the car, and they've obviously got out. So I grabbed that C4 up again and just blew the last cable charge.
That's the last cable. The smokestack is vulnerable now.
And then it's just a question of putting an explosive on the smokestack. Here are the 2 guys from the truck. They're coming up here to see what's going on. They're obviously running after or running towards the charges. I really wanted to get a takedown on this guy, but he climbs up here, so I didn't get a chance. I thought maybe a death from below, but no. Perhaps I just wasn't close enough. I don't know. And then this guy down here, I get a death from above. That worked. And then there are some stairs right here that I climb back up to plant my last C4 on there. And then detonate. Oh, excuse me. Oof, I need coffee to detonate the smokestack. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. Here it is from another angle. This is the elephant run. It's actually almost the same angle, but at least I'm looking at it the entire time. And as I said, if you want to see that elephant run, it's pretty messy, but elephant plus grenade launcher, lots of fun. Anyway, once that's done, drop.
Now get back inside and blow the place up. We'll be outside fighting these bastards.
Yes, you will. Sorry. Yeah, I was just going to say no, you drop in here, but he pretty much said that. And as for fighting these bastards, well, I kind of took them all out, buddy. There's no one for you to fight. The only guys left are the ones in here. Anyway, dealing with them, the way you come in here is where those, I don't know if you remember or if you have watched even my advanced chemistry, Amita's version of this, but there were some what do you call it, planks like that across an entrance that I really wanted to unlock, and I wanted to know what was in there, but I guess it was that. Coming down from the smokestack, that's the way. Anyway, once these guys are all dead, you plant 3 sticks of dynamite, and I've doubled the speed up here because really there were no particularly elegant kills, and planting dynamite doesn't even warrant an animation apparently. You hold a button and boop, it appears. Like that. And then it's just a question of following the waypoint to get out here. Here is the note. Here they're all the same. I think there's 3 or 4 copies. Nakars mess up with the elephant last week. Installed support cables to properly repair the until they can properly repair the damage. And this is the best vantage point to watch the explosion here. Boom. Basic chemistry, all done.
Sabal, the brick factory is toast.
That's great news, brother. We were being poisoned, but you fulfilled Kira's vision for her people. We have a shot at being pure again and one with the land. The old ways are coming home thanks to you, son of Mohan.
So that is about that. On the left, advanced chemistry, that's Amita's version of this, where you have to, I can't remember what you have to do. Basically take it over rather than blow it up. That's what it is. And on the right, Payback, which presumably, although I haven't done it yet, is the next mission that will be different for Amita versus Sabal, because you have those weird trippy cutscenes. If it's not, I'll link to whatever it should be, but expect that up either today or tomorrow. Anyway, see you in the next video. Lots of love. Bye.